This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so see here, now his voice is very clear now.
Yes, very clear.
Yeah. Okay, now see here. So last you're discussing Ajay, like so what is meaning of GRC? Okay, so why you want to go for Ajay GRC? Okay, so when the GRC is implemented, what are the components inside of the GRC, and just version history, and you're discussing Ajay what is meaning of SOXA. So in different countries, what type of law you can call. So those things you're discussing from last.
Yes.
Okay. Now, today I can go for as a new one, that is the architecture as well as a landscape. Okay. So here, most of the guys are already told that here. So most of the guys are will be confused. So why those are confusing is nothing but because so architecture is nothing but inside of what type of components will be there. By using those components, how can you building as a landscape like development server, quality server, production server. So now I want to implementing any server. Okay. So what type of landscape will be required? So I had to go for all one by one in depth level today. So when the starting, the first architecture you have to go for the GRC 5.3 architecture as well as a landscape. So here, what is meaning of GRC here at 5.3 here? So GRC is an add-on. So what is meaning of add-on here? What is meaning of add-on here? So SAP is acquired from some other companies. Then what we'll do? So what are the SAP own product here? Hello?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is
What is the own product is there here?
that was Virsa.
Yeah.
Oh,
So SAP own product I'm saying here. Vista is a some third-party company only. Okay. So NetWeaver. Okay. Solomon and SBI for HANA. Even is improved for CRM system, SRM system. Okay. SCM system, PLM system. But actually SAP own product. These are the four product. Okay. ECC Enterprise Core Component. NetWeaver. Okay. Is a Solomon Solution Manager. So when you go for the starting product of EC, so I had just one recap. I think you know ever as a SAP history. So SAP started at 1972. At that time, the first release. What the first release is there here?
1970.
SAP R by 1 at 90. So R by what do you mean R by 1?
It's
What
like
do you R by 1?
tier or the layers.
So R means real time. One means one tier configuration. Okay. So R2, R is nothing but real time, 2 means two-tier configuration. After that, SAP R by 3 is a three-tier configuration. So at 1992 will be there. After that, the versions will be continue like so Enterprise Edition 4.0, okay, Enterprise R by 3 Enterprise Edition. So Enterprise, but still you have the Enterprise Edition 4.7 B, C, everything is available. After that, those are launching the SAP. Okay, sorry. SAP R by 3 ECC, those are implemented here. ECC 5.0 is around nearly 2003. Okay, so after that SAP R by 3 ECC 6.0. Sir, I want to know what is the full form of. Okay, it is also nearly 2004. What is the full form ECC? What is the full form ECC here?
Enterprise resource. Enterprise resource.
Okay, ERP core component. E stands for ERP again. E stands for again. ERP is nothing but enterprise. So this is a still 2004. This is the evaluation will be there.
Okay.
Okay. So, but what happened? SAP is supporting as only core modules. Like means I want my business. I want to maintain only ERP based application. Then what happened? Suppose in my business I have supply chain management will be there. Suppose in my customer relations will be there. In my company how okay supply relation management will be there. Okay. So now what we'll do? I have to perform those SAP is not supported at that time. At that time, what happened? So SAP is very down. Just the downtime will be there. Means very less guys are using SAP. At that time onwards, SAP is starting as a one new product. Means it's starting as a open integration. Means SAP is supporting as any type of softwares, any type of business application. So how those are implemented? So the technology you can calling as the NetWeaver. So SAP is NetWeaver is not a language, is not a flatware, just is one of the product. It's not a product, it's just a platform. What is the purpose of this? This is the open integration platform. Okay, so now what happened? So SAP, sorry. So now what we do? So first of all, I had installing a suppose here old version how is looking like. Suppose I have SAP is what the product is supporting only ERP will be supported. Okay, it's supporting an only ERP. Now what happened? I want to integrate with some other tool is not supported. This features is not supported. That's why what happened? So at 2004, those are launching as a new product. What is the new product here? NetWeaver.
Okay.
So now what is the purpose of NetWeaver? Just with NetWeaver is one of the platform, open integration platform to communicate with any type of systems. So then what we'll do, suppose now I want to, so integrating with your SAP to SRM systems, ERM system, PLM system, okay, all business applications. Then what happened? First of all, I already installing the NetWeaver. On top of that, you have to run your application. Okay, then only the data will be implemented. So olden days, you don't have this concept. So that is the evaluation of CRM. Okay, so SRM and PLM and SEM, all type of application will be supported. Once NetWeaver came into picture, then only supporting as there are many components. Okay, now what happened? You should be integrated with anything now. So you had this is integrated with your CRM application, SRM application, PLM application. Then once NetWeaver came into picture, then SAP is a very powerful language. At that time, what is the version naming is there? So at that time only those are naming will be starting. So the ERP is not changing. ERP product is there. So after that, just knowing the starting version, SAP 700 you can calling as a 7.00. After SAP 7.1, so like 710, okay, 720. All versions are different will be there. Suppose if you have go for a product version, is getting all those things. NetWeaver 730, 740, and now latest version is SAP NetWeaver 7.5, 750 latest version.
Okay.
Okay, and it is the same situation at the time of 2009. Okay, again, what happens that these all systems. So now suppose I want to monitoring daily when you go for office, what I'm doing here, I had to monitoring everything. Okay, so I want to monitoring each in a system. ERP, I had to go for different instances there. So in ERP, ECC, I have 10 instances there. CRM, I have 10 instances there. SRM, 10 instances there. So I had to go for each and every system. Even I want to maintain the user. It is a very difficult method. Then what happened? These all systems I want to make a centralization. Then at 2009 only, those are starting as a one product that is called as a solution manager. What is the purpose of solution manager? Is majorly centralization purpose for any type of application server. Is a application server for ABAP, application server for Java. So that is the SAP Solution Manager 7.2 product. Clear?
Okay.
So after that, again now coming to latest version of Solution Manager. So Solution Manager 7.2 is latest one only there. So that is around 2013 will be came into picture. Okay. So after that, so again if you is the Solution Manager is there now. After that 2011 only to the starting database product, that is the backend I will discuss later. Okay, after that those are starting at the yes by 4 HANA. So around here 2015, making in the technically, so it is a NetWeaver 7.1. Means here the version number is SAP yes by 4 HANA. Okay, so it is a 1000 Yeah, 1000, so 1510 is nothing but 2015 10th month. Okay, SAP S by 4 1610 is nothing but again 2016 10th month. So what is this? It is SAP NetWeaver 7.2. Okay, so again here SAP S by 4 1709. What is 1709 here? 2017-09.
09.
SAP S by 4 HANA 1809. This is for NetWeaver 7.53 continuation is there. 7.3 still is go for Java based. This is also 7.3 only. NetWeaver 7.3. So till is not upgraded, just few changes is now like okay. So this is the when is implemented. This is implemented 2015. Now latest version of S by 4 HANA is nothing but so this is the S by 4 here nothing but here front end. So these are the all front end tools of SAP. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now here, so now I had to go for this is the SAP old product. Now GRC is came into picture. So GRC's old versions also there. I will explain one by one here. Now I had to do small. So here, so SAP will be have the front end product. What a front end product will be there here?
ERC.
What are the front end products?
GRC.
No, not GRC. SAP, just I'm saying, SAP front end is nothing but if you want to starting any project, so it should be compulsory two things will be required. So that is one is the front end. Front end is nothing but application. Back end is nothing but
Backend.
like database. So what are the front end tool just now here? ERP,
Yeah.
NetWeaver, Solomon, and S by 4 HANA.
S/4HANA.
Okay, this is it. And SAP's own database is also there. What are own database here? MaxDB SAP own database. And after this, Sybase is recently adapted SAP company again. And after that, a new evaluation is came into picture. That is the HANA DB era 2011.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the just what are the SAP front end product as well as the back end product. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the product means sir when you implemented this, so as a security consultant, okay, I'm discussing only security consultant. So as a security consultant, what I'm doing here, I'm working in a ECC security is nothing but so these are okay, ECC security, okay, BW is I think that is one of the HR security. So means as I'm working in security is nothing but I'm working in majorly these products only, majorly. BW that is third party that's okay, clear till this.
Yes.
Okay, so now what is the overcome here? So by using a SAP software, so what type of products is it? The product is it, but what type of applications you develop by using SAP software? You're developing totally 5 different type of application, that is the ERP based application, SRM based application, SCM based application, CRM based application, PLM based applications. Okay, so these are the applications is done. Now okay, now I want installing the first what is the core product here, that is mean core component is nothing but core modules is came into picture. ECC ERP core component, so means like finance department, like department, SD department, process integration, so on, so modules are getting into picture. Okay, now I had installing this even I say later what happened, the SAP guys are implementing as a BW. BW is also adapted by third party like a data warehousing concept. Then SAP is implemented by adapted the software and naming should be converted to the BW. After the BW, a lot of changes is there. Then naming into the further naming into the business intelligence for reporting purpose. Now BW guys, what those are doing here? So those are take the data. Okay, those how what is the purpose of BW guy? So they take the data from. So how they do? Those are take the data from
From ECC or
software and loading to here and preparing the reports here. Okay, so again I said so this when it's implementation starting, it is also Java based. Okay, So after that, what happened? A lot of changes is done. So we are using some ETL tool. What do you mean ETL tool here?
Extended.
So extraction,
From-
they are to converting the transportation and loading. So they have to push the data, then only the BW guys are understanding. So these concepts you have to go for in-depth for BW security. Okay, fine. Similarly, now what we'll do? So I had to be implementing a GRC. So GRC also is a third-party tool implemented by the Vishal company. Okay, and SAP has acquired in 2006, now implemented. Then what we'll do here? So the basis consultant, what do this? Without disturbing an existing, this is also adder. Remember here, this is also adder. This is also adder. Okay, so how to install? This is due by the installation. So this is doing installation manually. This is do by installation. Then how to installing this? Once you have to log in this server, you have to attach this to here. So how we can perform by using the transaction code send. This is also send. But installation do the same transaction code? No. Okay. Now, so I have to buying what a product I want to buying here. Now I want to buying a GRC. What the company name is GRC 5.0. So GRC 5.0 is purely based on the Java based.
Java.
So ECC versus over here. This is the ABAP based. So how we can communicate ABAP based and Java based and what we'll do? So normally communication is done by the
RFC.
RFC. Sorry, what's not RFC? What are you using? You're using the JECO, Java connectors. Okay. So Java connector, you want to make a connection Java connector. Even if you want to loading the data from here to here, system is not
So,
understood because ABAP
so
based and
for
this.
the
So what we'll do? So here we are installing as some plugins. And even
BWI for
sorry.
BWI for the BWI we use the RFC, which is
This is
ETL.
also ABAP based. No, I said this is the BW. It is also previously BW is
Oh,
a Java based on this. After a lot of changes is there, then I'm using RFC.
okay, okay.
Okay. So what we'll do here just is the connection. Okay, then what we'll do here, I can install some plugin. Even the system is not understanding. So that's why what happened. So by even suppose we want installing this GRC component, you have to install it separately. For example, I want installing ARA component. First, I'll installing ARA software. After that, BRM software. After that, the basis concern is will be very risky process to installing all this one by one. But so this based on this type of lot of drawback, then what happened? So GRC implementing as a new concept. What is a new concept? So this is what are this entire architecture. So this entire architecture will be on the what this entire architecture. So this entire architecture is been calling as a GRC 5.3 with the landscape, access landscape, process landscape, anything with architecture. So this is okay. Now after that again, what happened? So I said a lot of changes is done. Then what happened? Those are implementing new one. That is the so here the first one is the so I have without existing landscape I'm not disturbing. Okay. So now GRC 10.0 onwards. So this is also what happened. The GRC what happened here? GRC also is application server for ABAP only. This is also
ABAP.
application ABAP only. Okay, then what happened even? So how we can make a connection?
RFC.
We can RFC. Even once how we can log on to this, GRC software using the NWBC something. Even some software still is available into the okay, still that is available into the some Java related is there. So that's why what we'll do. So if you want to, what type of data you can take in here, either ACC data, either NetWeaver data. Then what we'll do here. First of all, I want installing a GRC 10.0. What are the components is required? What add-on software is required? What software is required? GRC,
Okay.
FND, story.
Underscore
So
A.
hard installing this add-on. What are the components is getting here?
AC, BC,
Access controller,
process
process
control,
controller,
emergency.
Automatically getting all components. Single is not getting. Okay. Now where we take the data from GRC system, now I had installing, you getting all the features fine. Now where we take the data here, so where the GRC guys are doing, so the guys are taking the data from here to here. So then what we'll do, we want to uploading the data from here to here. What happened? The system understanding here along with, then what we'll do here, installing as a some tool. What the tool you are installing here? Suppose my in the GRC, I'm taking the data from ECC, ERP. Then what are the plugin you can installing here?
GRC
PI,
PIWM
ERP.
PIER.
Okay. So on top of that, I want to running a yeah. Suppose now here I'm running a ECC through NW. So first of all, I had installing as NW. On top of that, I had installing a ECC. So then what if I'm applying install here? GRC PI NW. NetWeaver plugin. Okay, then what happened? You can take the data from here to here, then you can do initialization. So in GRC for 10.0, what are the components are getting here? By default, you're getting the 5 components. What are the 5 components here? Access controller, process controller, risk management, GTS, one more
And
is
not a physical.
NFV. Nota. Okay. Suppose now I want to suppose sir I'm working in BW security. So here this is the ECC security. Okay. So now I had working in BW. So I'm working BW security and BI security. Now what I'm doing here, sir, I had to creating users in a BW. Then what happened? I want to perform the risk analysis for BW system. Then what we'll do? First of all, what we'll do?
We need
First of all, what we'll do? We have to make a
connection.
RFC. Okay. What will first of all I have to make a RFC. Then after that, again how the data will be pinging here. So you can install in here the one adder. What adder you can install here?
GRC PI connector.
Okay. So even if you want to GTS, okay, GTS, what are the plugin is a SSL-LEG.
Ali.
Okay. Suppose I have to go for NFV. Okay. So what the plugin is a SSL underscore NFV. So those type of plugin again the backend data will be. So this is a simple architecture, not complicated, simple architecture. Okay. Again now here this is the this all part. Where this all part? This all part is for your application server only. Front end only, not any backend. The backend is anything that is up to our choice. Okay. Now how we can log on to this and GRC software?
And NWPC.
So either you have to directly go for as a first of all the measure you log in as a GUI.
Yeah, GUI or
Okay. So or else you can go for as a URL based, that is the browser based. So browser based is nothing but you know the URL directly can log in. Okay, that is also fine. So even on top of that, what we installing here, the front end clients are here installing as a. So suppose I had to prepare crystal repos, I had to go for CRA, and after that I had installing as a ADA flash player. Okay, this adapter, sure, adapter right as flash player. Okay, so this is a simple architecture for GRC, access controller, process controller, risk management. Okay, so this is also similarly. Okay, so this architecture is similar for GRC 10.0 as well as a 10.1. Same. So same architecture for access controller, process controller, as well as a risk management architecture. Clear this?
yes.
Okay, so this is okay. So now I had to go for as a the application server for one more. What is it? Sorry, I had to go for some documentation also. Previously I should have document. Okay, so now go for a GRC. So this is the all landscape. Okay, so this is the diagram. I'm showing the small diagram. So this is how go for in-depth here. Okay, so GRC, access controller, process controller, risk management. So under what are the component will be there? Okay, and the backend, what are the components you have installed it? Okay, and the front end, what are the components is there? Remaining are the based on him. So ABAP is that will have to make RFC connection, non-system web services, adapters, and you have to go for portal based login, HTTP login process. Okay, so these are the overview of them. And so again here access control landscape. So what are the component you're installing here? GRC FNDA, GRC FNDA. Okay, and next one is the GRC. So at backend, what are the ERP product you are installing, and Java based component. So how the front end? Okay, yeah. Again process controller, risk management. Okay, GTS Global Trade Services, and NFE. So again in-depth level. So now I want installing the GRC 10.0 minimum. What version is there? 720. Okay, should be on 720. So already told that. So what is the minimum version? SAP NetWeaver is the minimum. Okay. After that, here next one. So access controller, the process controller, and risk management. So contain with the only one ABAP add-on, that is the GRC FNDA. So again, separate for GTS, separate for NFE. So content by transportation method, and if you want to do any changes, customer you prefer ABAP based. Okay, and the front end component. So this will be define how what is the meaning of. I will show that. Okay, front end components like a front end, what the GUI version is required. Okay, web browser, what the web browser is required. Okay, what are the flash player is required. Okay, so everything showing as a one by one here only. Next one, portal base and backend. Backend also what type of plugin you can install it. Okay, and next one is the BI content like NetViewer, identify management, and adapted flash player, SAP NetWeaver 7.2, Crash Cover. So that is a GRC 10.0 and 10.1 architecture. What the next one here? GRC 12.0. So I had to go for all components also once again here. Okay, so now clear. So what we understand here already. So now I want installing a GRC 12.0. Okay, so first of all, what we check here. So we can installing a what are the component? What application is there here? SAP NetWeaver 7.2 is nothing but S/4 HANA 17.010 or 16.09. You can installing only for this. Remaining components is not supported. Okay, and even now, what are the component? What are the add-on component I'm installing here? On top of NetWeaver, I can installing my add-on. What add-on is there here? GRC FNDA. What is version number? V_12. Version number 12. Okay. Suppose I had to go V_11 is nothing but it's a 10.1. So V_10 is nothing but it's a 10.0. So like they have to confirm it. So how we can checking? Suppose now here I want to checking as a my version number. So how we can checking? Just 1 minute. Yeah, all connection details is gone. That's why it's
Okay.
giving. Where is server details? What happened? This is server access. Once again.
No worries.
So nice. The username. Okay, so how to check the version number?
Go to the system.
So I have actually the two versions. Let me check it here. So here, go for status. So here, now tell me what this product installing here. Go first. This is GRC system status. What the product is selling here?
SAP NetWeaver 7.5 or 750.
The backend, I don't want anything. Okay, so database is so. Now, what is the version is there here? So suppose installation product. What is the product is there here?
NetWeaver 7.5 in
So now GRC version. What is GRC version here?
GRC FNDA 11.
What is this number?
Version 11.
Hmm?
Or is it version 11?
11 is nothing but what is the 11 means? GRC 11 is version is there. No, so is 10.1.
Yeah.
So already told us. So there is the 1.0.1. So means it's 11. So what is this plugin here?
This is GRC PINW 10.1.
Same process when you go for as a enhancement package. Sorry, where is this GRC ECC server? See what is this enhancement package? So how we can check it? What is the version number is installing here?
Yeah, 6 announcement 7.
So this is the core component, all core components. So I want to ERP is working is nothing but. So now what is the plugin is installing here also?
GRC FNDA, GRC PI, and it's 10 and 10. Yeah, version 10.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a way how we want to checking the version numbers. Okay. Now see here, GRC access controller. Okay. GRC process controller. GRC trade services. Okay, and every enhancement package. Okay, like you can checking all one by one. Okay.
Okay.
Now similarly, now I want installing the GRC 12. So what application server is required here?
7.52.
So what is set to 7.5 is nothing but S by 4 HANA. Okay. 17.16.09 is the minimum, or else is it? So previously I told that is a minimum. Okay. So the version is required. That is also fine. Next one. So that is there. So this is my front end system. How the data will be getting from this front end system?
Through the RFC.
So here take the data from your backend. But the backend system either taking as a
ERP. NetWeaver.
So suppose you take the ERP data, then what is the plugin you can install it?
ERP plugin.
Yes.
And NetWeaver plugin.
It is also SAP
NetWeaver
NetWeaver plugin also, because SAP for HANA is a NetWeaver only, not for ERP. So how it is communicated? You have to make a RFC. Suppose now I want to make a Java based NetWeaver portal, Java security. Then how we can connecting?
Through the connect
web services.
web service.
So IDM, identify management. Okay, next one. So this is the cloud based. So Ariba, Concurrent, S5 HANA, Cloud Edition, SuccessFactors. You are directly connecting RS to Jeco, Java connected RFs. You can connecting one by one here. So other business application you are connecting. So then how we can log on? So how we can log in the front end? So how we can log in? So you have to log on through GUI based. So GUI based or browser based, that is the NW based or portal based. This is one. Suppose my client is asking, so I want to access through mobile phone also with the Fiori. Then what will first of all I have to installing the Fiori component. What a component installing? SAP UI component, that is the Fiori component. So I had installing a same server, I had installing a Fiori software. Okay, same application I had installing one component, that is Fiori component. And how we can access? We have to access mobile through mobile phone. Mobile phone, how we can access? Through Fiori app or here Fiori Launchpad. That is also browser based. You can directly connect. So that is the front end. Now here, so nowadays everyone GRC 12 also supporting as a the configuration like EAM configuration. Everyone is asking a EAM configuration for HANA DB. That's okay, fine. So GRC 12, what are the latest questions is came into picture? See here. So now front end, so it's a any database, so Oracle, SQL, any type of database, the data will be replicated into the HANA DB. Are installing HANA DB separately. There is no connection between the GRC to HANA. So what type of data is there available in Oracle or anything? So that will be transferred into the HANA DB directly by using the some SLD. SLD is nothing but system replication or transportation. System landscape replication. System landscape transformation. Okay, so this, but some, so who are implementing newly, these all newly, so what happened, so directly I had to integrate it. How we can integration? All right, by using the transaction code dbco. So what is the difference between the here to and here? This is the data directly. Suppose you do EM configuration, directly can configure HANA DB. Okay, for example, I'll show us GRC 12, that is the new features, remember here. Already have the configuration. Yes. Yes. Okay, what is this data here?
Configuration Firefighter for HANA target system.
So what is here? I think it's just normal, just Firefighter means directly how it is connecting. So create and editing first of all. Creating HANA means you have to log on to HANA system. In creating edit and log, I will explain all this once starting is, and maintain the Firefighter in HANA system. Maintain the connector group. Okay, all you see here pre-requesting. So this is the HANA DB. So first of all, I have to make a edit logs, and how we can make edit logs here, and give a thing, edit policy name, connector names, and here this is you done by SPRO only. I'll show it once you done it as a config. Okay, so here again HDB configure the Firefighter with the configuration parameters and time zone. Now see here where I'm creating as a, where is this done? This is done. Just show the steps only. For example, for any back.
Do I need to go through all these documentation too?
Yeah, HANA DB, compulsory HANA DB only.
You're gonna provide this?
Yes, as I provided. So see here. Okay, now see here. This just showing how the connecting, how the integration between here. Create the required configuration able from EAM means GRC system to HANA DB. So what are transaction you're using here? Using the transaction code DBCO. Okay, so database connection, DBMS, username and password, connection information. Okay, and testing whether the connection is available perfectly or not. Okay, connection name. Okay, RFC connection. These are all steps. Once is done, where I'm creating here, this is the previous line. Create and edit all policies, Firefighter logs. Okay, creating and granting HANA connector configuration setup guide and IMG1. So this is the connector group. Maintain the connections integration scenario. These are steps once you can understanding. Just I'm showing. So here where you have to maintaining as a all firefighters. So this is the HANA Studio. So here you have to maintain as this is the roles. And this is the firefighter user. Okay, so this is the way of you want to configure. This is available only 12 point onwards.
Is
Here
it
is
going to
the
be done by
firefighter.
the basis or
Sorry,
by the? Is it going to be
sorry.
done by the basis has to do that, or the SAP consultant has to do it?
Only that. You only GRC consultant only do this all configuration. So this is
Okay.
your choice. So this is I'm saying EM configuration for basic. This is for yours only all. So here just your knowledge you have HANA data, HANA security as well as this, then is very better. Okay.
Okay.
Just I showing the difference. So here in the diagram this is showing the sir what is meaning of. So this is the connect means directly how to integrate with your HANA DB basing. Again if you want installing as a what are the plugin you can installing. So this is the plugin you can installing just connection purpose. And even see here directly how to log in GRC analytical foundation for. So you can install some other add-on without this. You can directly connect it. BOBJ client. So business object is different. BOBJ client directly have to connect to your HANA system and with your HANA DB. So this is the 12.0. So GRC access controller 12.0 architecture. Clear?
Okay.
So now I have to download this software. So means now I want installing. First of all, what will do? I have to find some pre-installation steps. So pre-installation steps, what we will do? First of all, I need to learn what type of application service supported. Okay. So where we have to refer. First of all, I want to install this on top of that. I want to install GRC software. So first of all, what type of software is required? So I have to go for PAM. So you have to go for service marketplace. I have to normally it is better you understand purpose. So I have to go for service marketplace. This is done by the basis consultant because installation is done by the basis consultant. Now. Just knowledge purpose just you discussing here.
Okay.
Sorry. Service marketplace. So PAM is nothing but product availability matrix to checking as a what type of see here what is meaning of PAM here. So now I want installing as a any type of product.
Okay.
So what type of I want to know the maintenance availability, planned availability, upgradation, and again here if you are requiring including the database platform, operating system, everything you have to checking it through PAM only. This is done by the basis consultant. So basis consultant comes, so you want to know the experience on this. So now what I suppose now, sir, I don't understand what is application server. Suppose I want to install GRC 10. So the first of all, what we do? So I had to checking. So you say the enhancement package, and you say something NetWeaver. I don't understand what is that application server. Why you need to plug in that. So now this is what is the software here?
This is NetWeaver 7.5.
So what is this here?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking here. What is this here? What is the application? This is the application platform. This is just one platform here. Okay, that is SAP NetWeaver. So I had to go for. So now I want installing this product. So on top of that, I want installing as a previously I showed one server. What is server I'm showing here? What is server detail I'm showing here? So first of all, what do I installing? I want to
So
install GRC. What am I installing here?
SAP NetWeaver
On top
7.5.
of it, I'm installing this add-on. Okay. So I
Uh-huh.
want to know that SAP NetWeaver 7.5 is supporting as our S. So this is what it is here.
7.5 SAP
Here
NetWeaver.
upgradation from old versions 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.14, 7.4 directly bringing to 7. Even 7. What the latest versions is there? 751.
7.
Okay,
Okay.
752. Okay, 753. That is the latest. Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Now these are the SAP product. What are the add-ons is there here? So I can check in. These are all add-ons. So how you
Okay.
know that which is the add-on means here only can check it that which is add-on. So you say GRC is add-on, BW. How you know that it's add-on or not? So how you know that? Here only can check in. Check it where is GRC access controller 12.0 or 10.0 anything. SAP G. What it
So
is here?
how we correlate let's say over here we have SAP NetWeaver 7.5, and if we need to know the add-on, so there
Yeah.
are so many add-ons on the top box. How would we
Yes.
know which?
Here naming is there. Na? This is the GRC access control. This is in add-on product versions here.
Okay.
This is everything showing now here.
Okay.
Okay, so everything showing is one by one here. See, the naming is SAP GRC Access Controller for SAP for HANA, SAP for SAP for HANA. So suppose here Access Control 10.0, Access Controller 10.1, Access Controller 12.0. Suppose I had selecting 12.0. Sir, you said that is correct or not? I want to know the practical source. See here.
Okay.
So see here upgradation. What is upgradation here? 10.0 and 10.1 upgradation. So upgradation to latest. So now I want installing whatever compulsory required for here. So you
Record.
can install it anywhere here. These are the versions. Enhancement package, NetWeaver, you can install it anywhere. Okay. So now what version is NetWeaver here? I'm installing NetWeaver 7.5. Okay. So 7.5 and 7.52. There is one. Clear?
Okay. So once you click on any of the add-on product version or the upgrade, it will automatically tell you is
What?
there
I'm not getting.
I said, like, if you click on any of, let's say on top box, when you clicked on one of the add-on product version, it says no add-on product version available.
So
So
this is the add-on only, na? This is how we can say this is the add-on only. Now how we can this is the add-on here. So
no, no,
GRC is only one or two add-on. How we can add to one more software for GRC? You not understand this diagram here? So here, first of all, what I do, I had installing is some platform, some application server, and application
uh-huh,
I had installing add-on.
okay,
The diagram what they are showing here. So first of all, you had installing this. So I want to installing this add-on. So I had
uh-huh,
requiring this. So again, if
okay,
you want to add a GRC to one more add-on, it is not possible. That is showing here.
okay,
Here, upgradation. What are software is upgradation? Upgradation. If you want to select anything, 10 what is one of the add-on? How we can say you can go for any other add-on? See, anything is add. Say upgradation from upgradation to what are the upgradation options there. So here, so if you are installing this software, where we can install it. So this
okay,
is one. So previously I'm saying first of all, if you are installing as a SAP NetWeaver 7.5, the diagram is open. So SAP NetWeaver 7, this is the core version. This is platform. On top of it, you can install these all add-ons.
okay,
Okay, these are the add-ons. See, these are all add-ons. So even not only this, not only GRCC mobility, these all add-ons like a PI, all these one by one. Okay,
okay,
these are all add-ons only. So this is see, these are all add-ons. Now I'm just what I'm click on that, I just open the 12.0. Okay, So suppose now see here again. Now I want to selecting as a access controller. Is showing the diagram. The diagram is changing every time. See here, SAP access control diagram. This is the picture. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now again 12.0. What are the version numbers is there? So these are the three versions, and very release is 2019 11. And technical information. So on top of that, what are the additions? So here, what are the plugins? Now I want to download this software. Inside of that, what are the plugins is there? What are the plugins there? Plugin for ERP, plugin for enhancement package, plugin for net plugin for SAP basis 710, 727, 30, and GRC portal plugins also came into picture. Again, what type of languages it is supporting? So here total how many languages supporting totally? 27 languages. Again, you have to select the product. So as a basis concern is not a easy task to downloading all those things, and so this is everything you have to plan for, then only can do downloading, then after that you can install it. Okay, see here when is releasing 2012, see here. So access controller point here. So these are the prerequisites you want to checking all. Even you say a GUI product, okay, overview languages, everything checking here only. So that is meaning a PAP.
Okay.
Okay. Even here go for 10.0, 10.1 and 5.0. So you can checking as a all. So these are the all pre-implementation steps.
Okay.
Okay. Means first time when you do configuration or implementing GRC. So these are the pre-implementation steps. I should documentation see here. Yes, yes. This is the post-installation steps. Yeah. So it's here. So installing the server. First of all, what are server you can installing?
Sign
So I want
point.
to install GRC 10. First of all, why it should be minimum upload. So that is I'm checking. Where I'm checking. Again here, these are the systems, SAP basis, what are the component. So here the backend. And next one client. Even you can check the client also. So what are the product version, minimum GUI version, plugins, and everything. And here, then how we can get to the software. So where you go here, go for service marketplace, installation A to Z data, installation G letter, JS access control, you get the software. Let me see, I want to download the GRC software here. So now here, how we can download the GRC software. Again, go for SAP service marketplace, SAP support portal home. Click on download the software. Once again, I had to log a different account. It's not account. Once again. See here, everybody see my screen now? See here, I had to log on to different account here.
Okay.
Okay, so go for installation and upgradation. Go for. So here you had 3 tabs is there. So installation of first time I don't have any software, I have to downloading. So you have to go for that software. Now we have to go for G letter. So GRC means G letter. So any G type of product you have to go for here only.
Okay.
Okay, select the G. What happened? Where is my thinking? Yeah, now it's loading. Now see all G related software is available here. So now where we go here? I had to go for GRC access controller. So in my company, what are the licensed product will be there? Suppose I want to downloading GRC 12.0, selected. So see here when you're downloading, what are the naming is there here?
G access control process control.
Yeah, so GRC access controller process control. All are combo package, not getting to separately. Okay, so when you just click on downloading, this download is going on. Again, enter the username confirmation. No, download is going on. So here, what is the file here? GIF file is going. Okay, so once you are extracting, getting as a add-on. What the add-ons are getting? I show you now. So GRC FND add-on and those components are getting one web. So here, see here, now I want installing this. Here, what are the components? First of all, what we require here? What we require here?
And 7.5 to NetWeaver.
7.5 to application server, and we're checking reference. Next one, UI component. What is UI component that is? What is UI component?
UI component.
Query. I said a query should be compulsory.
Okay.
Okay, so now after that, one more component. What
So
is this?
these are the GRC FNDA.
What is this version?
Version 12.
Yes.
Add-on installation on the GRC system.
Okay, next one.
Install SAP Access Control version 12 NetWeaver plugin GRC PIM version 12.
So these are the here. So do we have to run GRC 12.0? What are the compulsory component required? Remaining component. What is remaining component? So next one. What is this component?
Optional is
Given suppose S/4 HANA. This component optional because if you run S/4 system, you can take S/4 system. Okay, and this is also enterprise portal. That is also optional. Okay. So now how we can install it? So here how we can install it? I already told you this is the only plugin. Okay, so here to the basis console is doing installation. See here, download under relevant node number as per the requirement. First of all, you are installing as is here GRC access node point, GRC access control 12.0. It's supporting only SAP NetWeaver 7.2 with the HANA database and non-HANA database also. So the diagram is showing is non-HANA. Okay, so if you want installing as a what we require the plugin of ERP system, so how we can install it. So now here, how we can download this is just not showing now. So how we know this which software I want to downloading and where we checking this all? Where we checking this all?
PAN.
PAN.
Port availability matrix.
Right, implemented. So again here, support patch number, what are the package is there, and now, so these are the components. If your component is required, means version numbers. Suppose here I show you the all version numbers. These are version numbers. What are the components is required here? Basis component, ABAP component, GFND, UI, PA, PW. These are the by default components. Means I'm installing SAP NetWeaver 7.5. So by default, this components is getting. These two components are the, what are these two components are the? GRC. That is add-on. That is add here. So depending on your landscape configuration, the following NetWeaver components should be available or installing. Okay. So after that, on top of that, you can be installing the see how we can just now get downloading. So how we can downloading installing okay. Again, you have to go for maintenance planner, RS you can go for a. So what we go here, just time go for a service marketplace, go for software download, select the installation, A to Z index, G later, access control. Even if you want running at the plugin, you can install the plugin also. So again here, suppose I want to downloading at the plugins. It's taking time. So here, GRC 12.0. Here there is no plugin. Suppose I have to go for 10.1. So here free plugins is there now. Installation showing as the all version. What version is here? What is this version here?
10.1.
10.1. This is for plugin. That is a 10.1 plugin. So if you want to run a HANA, you can run this plugin. Okay. So these are the all implementation steps. And this is the preparation for. This is doing a basis consultant. So here discussing only for knowledge purpose because of when you go for client interview or a client meeting. Now you have to go for next step. So installation is not showing. I'll show installation how we can installing array. So downloading is done. Once it extracted, so you're getting what a file format is getting to downloading. What a file format is getting is getting array format. Let me see here. What is here? What a format is getting here? Okay, GIF only. Wait. Once you had extracted the inside of, you're getting into all plugins. Based on the requirement, you're installing the plugins. See here, these all plugins is there. So what is this plugin? What is this version number?
GRC FND version 10.
Means 10.0. That is the add-on. Remaining all are the plugins. Java components also get. Okay. Let me do one thing. Just wait. So, sir, how to installing? So, installation document also is provided. So, just now showing that. So, here, installation document. It's not showing. It's showing there is only installation guide. say installation guide for 10.0, installation guide for 10.1.
Okay.
So this is. So you have to basis console is reading all those things. Even it's providing the post installation steps also. So what are the post installation steps? These are the post installation steps. See here is providing us all post installation steps. Installing under TRX engine. After that, post installation. What are the post installation is there? I'm just sharing to you directly. Okay. You have to read all one by one 10.0, 10.1 difference. I'm directly teaching a 12.0 and you can please one by one.
Okay.
Again, pending installation, diffuse installation. Yeah. So the download is done. Okay, once the downloading is done, so how we can extract here? So how we know that is a GRC? Where is that here? The naming convention setting service marketplace only is just downloading. Yes. This is. Because of the basis consultants do this because all files are getting us some dots. So then what we'll do? You have to put in as a naming some naming convention. Then only you can understand what are the software and everything. Okay. Now I have to extract it. Because my overall data will be lost. So I had to downloading everything one by one.
Okay.
Yeah, extraction is done. Now see here. Where the software here? 12.0. See what are the plugins is getting? Where the GRC software? This is the GRC software. GRC FND underscore V underscore is the GRC add-on. Okay.
Okay.
So once you have to go for this add-on, you can extract that file. Okay, remaining all are the plugins. Here this is the plugin for normal system, plugin for S/4 system. This is the ERP plugin. Remaining plugins are the
And the
NetWeaver plugins. Okay.
NetWeaver.
Yeah. Then how we can getting now? These all files are getting the SAR format. See here, all file is getting SAR format. Then how we can upload in this file? Now see here. So then,
What format did you say?
sorry,
What format did you say? Star
SAR,
format?
SAR,
Star. Okay.
SAP archiving.
Okay, Star.
Okay. So anything you are getting from service map in the SAR format only, you have to extract. Now so you have to how we can go for installation. Now see here, what is software here?
Main
Installation of
ACPCR.
access control process controller. Okay, so this is the main component. Okay, where are you downloading the software?
Service Marketplace.
Okay, we install with the transaction code. What is the transaction code here? Saint. For example, I will show you this Saint because at least we want an idea. Like, okay, the installation is done by the basis con. This is installation. Okay, so add on to. Now see what is this Saint transaction code?
Add-on installation tool versions
Add-on installation. Okay, so add-on installation. So already first step is not getting. Then what we'll do? We have to go for here. Just click on start. Then he's asking as a loading. We have downloading OS level. Okay, you have to click on yes. If you want to upload the loaded package, just click on yes. Then what happened? This file is uploaded.
Okay.
The file only now. Okay,
GRC FAD.
this file is uploaded. Okay, once uploaded, then what will you get? Your options is there. So click on continue, but he is not getting anything here. So you are getting here. Because already is there. That's why. So you have to
Okay.
select the package and click on continue. So after 2-3 hours, 4 hours, the installation is complete. You get the logs. The installation is complete. Then after that, so you have to go for system status. You can check in the component is getting perfectly or not. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the installation. So now you can installing this. Now how to install the plugins? Same method. So read this. What is this meaning here?
Main installing
Is the
plugin for
headline.
the. Sorry.
See the headline here. Installing the plugin. Now install the core component only. GRC added core component. Okay. Now I want installing as in. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Here plugin. So what I plug again? GRC and plugin or how we can downloading and how to install it and how we'll do. Okay. Yeah. So again, if you want to require duties, any type of plugin and add-on, same
Mm-hmm.
permission.
Okay.
So installation of GTS plugin, installation of NFP plugin. Okay, that's enough. So this is the overview of your overall architecture, pre-installation and installation for 5.3, 10.0, 10.1 and 12.0. Okay, so then tomorrow onwards you can start the practical, that is the post-installation steps.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so any
So
queries? Yeah.
yeah, like, am I gonna get like all these recording today so that I
Yeah,
can go through?
just can you send your
And
mail ID? It's okay.
okay. And the previous recording too, like the one which we were
No,
missing.
no, this is the second record. Highlight on the first recording. Same, no?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Can you just tell me your mail ID?
Uh, it's dr.
So I know just now one platter, then everyone will get it. So tomorrow onwards, everything practical.
Okay.
This is the second recording. Okay, that's why I'm recording the previous topic while I'm explaining. Because I already know previous recording the corrupted is.
Okay. So it's dr. ADEL. Yeah.
Get it? You get in?
Let me check it. Just 1 second.
So within fraction of seconds, I'm uploading that is also. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow, what is it here? Tomorrow onwards, you can do it as a practical starting
Post installation.
daily 2 hours, salary toner 7 to 9. Okay.
Okay.
Any other queries you have?
No, I'll go through all these documents because, to be very honest, like there's so much stuff to be absorbed. And
Okay.
if I have any question, I'll ask you definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Thank you very much.